So if you guys hadn't seen, I had uploaded a video a couple of days ago titled the PvP kind of discussion tier list. Or at least predictions from what I had said on the channel. And if you guys saw that video, you guys saw that I actually put quite a few mons in both the A and S tiers. Those are generally going to be the mons that I think PvP wise will be the best in the game. Now, what I want to talk about in this video, guys, is actually mons that I think are going to be very good PvE wise. Mons that you can use that are going to be very rare, very good, as well as just, you know, generally something that you could put on the team, you could slot in that's going to be a decent pick. And at the end of the video, I actually want to show you guys my team and, you know, what I've been planning to use on so far in this game. And of course, not all of the Tanorians have been revealed, so we will have some extra ones, and maybe hopefully in the future I can come back and make this video again and maybe give you guys some other pointers on with some you know, Tanorians you should definitely pick up. But I think for now, we're definitely going to go ahead here and just kind of go with the ones we do have available to us, at least information wise. So first off, we are going to start with all three of the starters. Obviously, you know, you're going to eventually hopefully be able to gain all the starters, whether it be through trading or hopefully maybe you can find them in the wild or through something like that. Or maybe you can even buy them for Robux, who knows. But obviously, all three starters are going to be mods that you are going to want. All three of them are going to be good. Obviously, there are some that are going to be better than others. I still think that the Chihuahua line will be the best out of all three of them, although Gardemus is a close second. And if Charchild does end up actually being a fire dragon type, he could be up there as well, but he's most likely going to end up being fire flying. And if that does end up being the case, he probably will be the worst of the three. But yeah, all three of the stars are definitely going to be things that you want to pick up, obviously, but that's like obvious, right? Of course you want the starters, they're going to be rare, they're good mons overall. So yeah, those are definitely going to be some of the ones that you want to pick up. But next up, we're going to be talking about a mon called Bomb Beetle. Now, Bomb Beetle may be a mon that a lot of people skip out on. However, it's a bug fire type, and it's found in an area of the game that seems to be pretty early on. It doesn't seem to be a very late mon, and for you to have a fire type available to you extremely early on is really, really good, and is something you might want to pick up, especially if one of the three gyms starting off is weak to it. I generally also think its speed stat will be amazing, and genuinely the design of it's just really freaking sick. So I definitely think Bomb Beetle is going to be a definite guaranteed go-to pick. It's not going to be probably the best competitively, but I think in PvE it will definitely get you where you need to go. After that, we're going to be moving over to the Doopy Bara line. Now, Doopy Bara is just a normal type as he kind of, you know, starts out being, but he does turn into a normal grass type. And having a grass type is solid if you don't pick the grass starter or if you don't have the grass starter. And having that normal type to it obviously does give it some weaknesses, things like fighting and such, but you know, having just a solid normal grass type is probably going to end up being extremely bulky, decent move coverage. It's going to be great. Like, I generally think that a lot of people are going to be sleeping on Doopy Bara, and I definitely think Doopy Bara is going to be one of those mons that you want to pick up and you want to use it just to have like a solid mon on the team that you could throw out and do some damage with. So definitely pick up Doopy Bara. Right after that, I'm going to have to go ahead and just give a big shout out to Doll Fantasy. Now, obviously, this mon could be garbage. It's either gonna be really, really good or really garbage, and it generally counts on its stat pool and its move set. But having a water fairy type, especially if you can get it mid-gamed early on, is extremely, extremely good. I decided to say water fairy is a really good typing, and hopefully he has really good coverage. I genuinely think he's going to be a mon you guys want to pick up, and I think a lot more people are going to be sleeping on him than they really should be. 100%. And moving on, we're going to go into obviously a lot of the more common ones you might pick up. So that's going to be the Plat Agent line. Plat Agent, obviously you want to pick up Plat Agent. He evolves into a Dark Poison type, and that's just really good. Overall, the coverage is really good, doesn't have too many weaknesses, and can cover some of the best typings in the game. So that's going to be really, really good. I think Blimper is another one that you guys are definitely going to want to have to pick up. It is a normal air type, but I think of a lot of the flying types or air types in the game, I definitely think it is most likely going to be the best, and I would not even be surprised if it ends up getting an order form, which would be really, really cool as well. So yeah, definitely pick up Blimper and the Clement line. I think a lot of people are going to be sleeping on that line. They're not going to be picking up when they really, really should. Now, Everybody and their mama is going to be playing the citrus line, but there is a reason they're playing the citrus line, and that is simply if you do not want to use Doopy Bara, and you don't have the grass starter, and you want to go for any other option, the best grass option I believe you have, even when it comes down to Dandelion, because Dandelion is close. Grass Light is a very good typing, but I genuinely think Citrus will be better. I think the Grass Fairy typing is going to be great. I think this thing will most likely end up having amazing stats, a really good move pool set, and overall, I would not be surprised if this thing also ends up getting an order form as well. So I just have to say a lot is going for the Citrus, Citrine, and just this entire line. This entire line of Mons has a lot going for it. I could definitely see it happening. So definitely don't sleep on it. Do not sleep on it whatsoever. Now, obviously, I would recommend to you both of the order forms, whether it be Dynastogun or, Paladeos. I think both of those are good pickups, but everybody already knows that those are going to be good pickups. Obviously, Fordrake is obviously also going to be a good pickup, a Dragon Steel type. However, if he is slow, he probably will be bad. I'm just going to go ahead here and say it. If he's slow, I think he's just gonna have a lot. I think he's gonna have a lot of competition to be able to hit him just too hard in this game. So yet again, I think Fordrake will be amazing. He probably will. So I definitely still think even for PvE, he's worth a pickup. But one mod I think that a lot more people are going to be sleeping on, and that they're not going to be picking up, and that they really should be picking up. Most likely will be the either Mammatundran line, because Electric Ice is a crazy type, as well as also potentially the Terrogar line or the Perlazy line, which is just normal dark for the Perlazy line or the Terrogar line, and then it's Electric Ice for the Mammatundran line. Both of those, I think, are going to be surprise winners for PvE. I think having that normal dark typing is going to give you, obviously, that quad weakness to fighting, but for at least for the Perlazy line. But I think early on, especially with his later form, he'll be very similar to Scrafty. And yet again, I think his typing is worse than Scrafty when it comes down to Pokemon, but I genuinely think that a lot of his stats and move pool will be able to kind of mix up with that. And I think one of the things that a lot of people are going to be sleeping on in this game is going to be the normal types. I think they're not going to think that they're good enough. I think they're going to think that the base stats are low, when you really should be looking at normal types as if they are just another mon that you could use, a reliable mon that you could switch into, that essentially you'll be able to always get damage in or be able to bulk certain hits with, except for, I guess, obviously fighting ghost enemies. But I genuinely think that they have a lot of potential. It could end up being really good. And then the Mammatundran line, I just think people are going to sleep on this line. I think genuinely, while yes, it will most likely be slow, I think its defensive stats will be able to, kind of keep up with that slow speed. And then the fact that it has two offensive typings is great. Because Electric is a great offensive typing most of the time, and Ice type is also another incredible offensive typing. So I think as long as it keeps that bulk, and obviously, you have moves on this thing, or at least it learns a moveset that could deal with its weaknesses, I think we have potential here. I do wish it was faster. Potentially it could get a priority move, which could make it extremely good. But yeah, I think out of all of the top tier mons, or just mons that not a lot of people are really messing with right now, I think those are definitely ones you have to pick up, things that are going to be better than you think they are in the game. And yeah, I definitely have to say that. Now, we're going to go ahead and just finish off this video with a quick kind of look at what my own team is going to be and what I plan to use. And hopefully, down in the comment section below if you guys like this video. Subscribe for more content. I'm going to keep making Tales of Tenorio content. And obviously, comment down below. What is your guys' team going to be so far? Out of the Tanorians that have been shown, what is your guys' team going to be so far? Because I'm really interested to hear and to, just kind of know what you guys really like, and, how, you guys are going to form your own teams. But for my team, I am going to be going with Ignadol to start off, or the Charchild line. He will be my starter. However, I do obviously plan to get all three of the starters, whether they be through Robux or through, just a catching means. I'm going to get all of them. I'm probably going to end up having a living dex in this game, so that's really cool as well. So we're going to go ahead here and just start off with Ignadol. Yeah, very solid, and I really do hope he's Fire Dragon, but I don't think he's going to be, kind of the fact that there's another mon in the game that is already Fire Dragon. And so, yeah, since that's really the case, he'll probably just be fire flying, which won't be that great, but hey, you know, it is what it is, kind of, you know. After that, for my second pick, I'm going to be using the Chick Rook or Pirate line. I think a solid air dark type is going to be very, very good. I think he's going to be very similar to Honchkrow, hopefully, and, you know, I really like his design as well. His design is very, very cool. I love the pirate aesthetic. I just see a lot of like really cool stuff that I could definitely utilize and kind of use with him. After that, we're going to be going over to probably going to be using, honestly, probably going to be using the Citrus line. Grass Fairy is a very good typing as well. I definitely think Grass Fairy would be an amazing typing to have on the team. I think it's going to have reliable coverage, and I think it's going to be very similar to how Gardevoir kind of is in Pokemon. So I definitely think that that's going to be another amazing pick. Now, for my order form, at least from the ones that they've shown off so far, I am going to be using Dynastagun or Dinostogan, whichever one it is. Bug Fighting type is decent typing. It does have that quad weakness to air, so it's like that does kind of suck. And if it's speed stat and defensive stats, either one is pretty dog water. It will probably be the worst order form that we at least know of that's in the game right now. But I love the design. I think the design is the thing that really brings it together with me. I think its stats are going to be very good. As long as it learns like 1 or 2 solid moves of each of its main typings, I think with that stab, with that attack stat's going to be through the roof. We already know that. Come on, man. I think it's going to be a really great pick, and personally I think it just fits really well into my own team. And then after that, I'm going to be using Mysticade. Now, Mysticade gives me mad Milotic vibes, and I love it. And I also love the typing. Water Light is very cool. I think it's a great typing, and overall, I can't complain about using that. I think it's genuinely going to be just a really good mod. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it's gonna be. And then obviously after that, I could swap some mons around for if I want to. I still kind of want to use Mamotundran as well, but I don't know if I'll end up actually using Mamotundran. I think from there I'll just kind of swap around to kind of whatever fits the niche that I need at the moment, or you know, if I wanted to train or grind or level up some other mons, or you know, different Tanorians, I could easily just, you know, swap out there. So yeah, so my team right now is definitely going to be Ignidal, definitely up first. After that, we are most likely going to be doing Pyrat or Chickrook. He's going to be there chilling in the back, which is going to be really good. After that, we're going to have the Citrus line, which is going to be very nice to have that Grass Fairy typing. After that, we are going to have the Dinostogan, or you know, his entire line. So that's going to be obviously my 4th pick right there. After that, we're going to have Mysticade, which will be the Water Light type, and then on top of that, we will most likely probably end up having either Dolphantasy maybe as a 6th, or I could potentially end up using Mamotundran with that nice Ice and Electric type. So yeah, tell me what you guys think about my team down in the comment section below. I really want to know what you guys have to think about it. And yeah, yet again, put down there, what is your guys' team for the game coming up? I'm going to be having hopefully 1 or 2 more videos before the game comes out. I'm really excited to make those as well. And so yeah, hopefully you'll really enjoy this video, and hopefully I get to see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, subscribe if you guys want to see more Tales of Tanorian content, because I'm going to keep making it. And yeah, so see you guys on the next video. Peace.